Hello and welcome back to Alone in the Dark. I'm Vic and you're watching yet another Let's Play channel. And yeah, having had a moment to look at this in between episodes, it is actually pretty obvious what I should be doing at this point, isn't it? Right? I suppose I could also be rotating. But there is a position where everybody is oriented upward and also the lines are lining. So there we go. I didn't need to pay attention to their axles, after all. Excuse me. This is the girl, isn't it?
Please don't touch her.
Jeremy, what are you doing here? Everyone's looking for you.
I know, it's all a big mess. No one understands. I'm just trying to keep evil at bay. Just for a little while longer.
You've got to come back with me. Your niece is waiting at Taroella.
Emily? Why would you...
My letter.
I keep making it worse.
What is going on, Jeremy? How is any of this happening?
I made a terrible promise with someone.
The Dark Man. Who is he?
No, don't say his name. He can hear us. He's always listening.
Jeremy, I need to understand what is going on.
I promised him everything. When the sun rises, I will be chained in his sunken desert temple for an eternity.
Only one eternity?
At least the evil about to awaken and to settle won't harm anyone outside of that cursed place.
You're acting crazy, Jeremy. I want to help.
There's nothing you can do.
Then what's all the business about Taroella? Why did you want to go there?
Well, I can't go there. Not allowed.
But you wanted to. Can I go? Tell me, will it help me to break your pact? Is there something there that would help?
Why would you give me hope? That's so cruel.
Okay, sounds like we're onto something here. What should I...
Look out! Behind you! Run! Don't let him take you!
Uh-oh. And now we're back here. Interesting. That's a familiar pose behind us there.
I've seen so many strange occurrences lately. Memories explode into existence and then burn out like tired glass bulb filaments. Dreamscapes crash down from the stars and sink into the sea. Doors that lead to nowhere and absolutely everywhere at once. With all this reverie, I want to think there's a chance that you found a way to remain alive in some way I cannot fathom. Just like I've learned to navigate with my talisman. Maybe you, with all your knowledge, you somehow knew a way to find me again. Perhaps in Taroella. All my love. Jeremy.
So Taroella remains important. All right. I know what to do about that. Now, I think the last time we were here, that bed was unoccupied. Did we bring the corpse back with us?
She's dead. No matter how she died, she looks peaceful now.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else going on in here for me? Nope. But Hartwood's room is right down the hall. So I'm guessing that's important. What are we going to find in that luggage? So, do those boxes just respawn ammo now? I'm not going to complain. I'm certainly not. Okay. Give me the goods. The Barlow lens.
A telescope lens. Why would he lock that up?
What is the name of the star whose light allows the King in Yellow to manifest here? I do believe that's relevant. You know what? Let's have another look at the sitting room, because I wonder why it's still pink. I know I need to go downstairs and go and play with the telescope. Oh. Why is that not marked? What are you doing there, Ed? Having some trouble deciding what to look at? Alright. Man, I'm still tore up about missing out on all those goodies in the last section. I'll probably let it go after this episode. So I need to go through the piazza and then the library and the small parlor. Why is Lottie's room still pink? I want to know that as well. Oh, the color just changed. Did you see that? Everything seems to be as it has been. Alright. This, I believe, is Lottie's room. So what have I missed in here? Nothing seems to be highlighted. Maybe it's just not time yet. Library. Everything seems to be in order here. Alright, nothing new. And I don't know what else there is to find in here either. And yet it remains pink. All right, phonograph. Can I just? Now stay broken. Barlow lens. Oh, nope. Ah, look at that. Parent. That's some hefty chromatic aberration. Oh, is that good enough? All right.
Whoa.
And we have once again Slipped sideways. I see. Oh. Hello. There's literally nothing to do in this room except play with the wall. Are you going to turn into a man and accost me? I would appreciate it if you did not. Oh, check out the vases. I remember noticing when we were in regular world, the vases they had the same stripy pattern, but they were green. That's kind of interesting, isn't it? Okay, maybe you go over here, and maybe you go over here. Nope, you stay there. There we go. 941, huh?
Whoa, what's going on? It's dialing in something all on its own and it's showing the way to another memory? Where is that?
That's the dining room. Still a nice painting. Still an annoying graph. Dining room. Where dining room is. Alright. Yeah, see, there we go. Green stripy vases. And then where? Around the corner. Here we go. Dining room.
Here we go.
And that is certainly the door. The door to chapter 3. I'm not sure, but I think there are going to be 4 chapters, so maybe that means we're halfway through-ish. Oh, this looks like a place that could be called Taroella.
I'm glad to see you made it. I had my doubts, but the hope you instilled has yet abandoned me.
I guess this must be Taroella. Who are you?
My name is Juan Luis Jorge, and this is indeed the convent of Taroella. You'll have to excuse me, but Yermi never got your name.
The name's Edward Carnby. I'm a private investigator. You're not a patient, are you?
No. I'm the author of a book that Yermi once found important.
How does that work? Are you part of this memory as well? Is this even a memory?
I think calling me a manifestation of Yermi's subconscious would be more correct. And so is the convent of Taroella. I'm a man Yermi has never met, and we are in a place that he has never been.
Okay. So are you here to guide me or something?
I have no more purpose than you do. I simply am. I will happily help you, of course, if I'm able.
If you are already somehow part of Jeremy, why did he want to come here? Isn't he sort of here already?
Yermi wanted to come here because it's a representation of his mind at peace. When Dr. Gray asks him to find his focus during his sessions, this far-flung convent is what Yermi imagines. He is under the impression that if he could physically come here, he would reach a perfect equanimity. A spiritual apotheosis.
You don't think it would work?
Jeremy subconsciously knows it's just wishful thinking. He can't come here. Despite the pathways opened by the dark man between their Seto and Jeremy's psyche, it's simply not possible.
But I'm here.
Indeed. It's a shame it's just another place for you, Detective. Otherwise, you could have become a Buddha.
Always a bridesmaid, never a blushing bride. Am I right?
Yes, I suppose so. You'll have to chase enlightenment elsewhere.
So what's the next best thing? What can I do here?
You should seek out the convent library and try to find the truth about Jeremy's relationship with the Dark Man. It's the sort of knowledge he represses and is unable to reflect on.
Will it tell me how to break the pact?
Perhaps. At least you'll have something to confront Jeremy with.
Wait, why can't you just tell me?
I don't know such things. You'd be better off consulting the text of Dr. Freud if you want such answers.
No thanks, I hate shrinks.
There is another thing you should know about the library. He is here as well. The Dark Man has been working his way through the text for a long, long time.
He's here? How am I supposed to get past him?
Be careful, Detective.
Oh, jeez, just perfect.
All right, well, in some ways that was more exposition than I expected to ever get. And it's an interesting sort of concept. All of this travel hasn't really been between alternate worlds as such. I'm just visiting Jeremy's mind. Oh, can I not examine here? What else can I say to Juan Luis?
You have any advice on how to deal with the Dark Man?
I suppose suppression could work. Try not to pay him any attention.
And what do we suppose the Dark Man is? Well, this looks library-ish, doesn't it? And there is a white flag here. Do I perhaps want to see if any of the other doors open? Perhaps I do. That trip looks rather one-way-ish. Alright, closed off, closed off. Maybe not. No doorknob. Okay. Well, it was worth looking. Suppression could work. Try not to pay him any attention. I suppose that means I'm not supposed to look at him. Which is a classic trope. I do love the set design. These are super interesting locations. And what do we have here? We got a person leading another person. He's holding a very long arrow, perhaps? Oh. Now we got more monks turned to stone. Yeah, so that tapestry has something to do with enlightenment, I feel sure. I would not keep a library in a giant stone room with a pool of water in it. Oh. Was he there before? I'm gonna assume he was there before.
There's something missing.
Hollow cross. Can't imagine what might be missing from there. Oh. Got some Hebrew symbology here. Oh, hello. These monks are just lurking behind every corner to try and jump scare me. The more of them I see, the more I worry that they are going to... Whoop. Oh, look at that. Set design, guys. You see that? Your texture isn't properly aligned there. Yes, I was thinking I ought to be able to interact with this.
The great library was endless, beautiful, and terrible. An Akashic record for the universe inside the mind of Jeremy Hartwood, now corrupted by a story forced upon him, told by a maniacal liar, an evil conjured by science and secrecy. I will suspend a room and lock away the foundation of his character. Its key will be left to the librarian, the only thing invisible to the prowler.
That person has an interesting little speech impediment. Sounds like possibly a cleft palate. And I was initially thinking that that might be the Dark Man himself, but apparently he is working against the Dark Man's interests. So he's probably not the Dark Man. I see some red splattered there, which means that that's a place that I can go. Well, once again, I must ask myself, is it the place that I can go, or is it the place that I should go? I see that monk down on the stairs remains exactly where he was, so I'm going to continue to assume that he was always there. How very interesting. Over on this side, there's another pedestal, and it's all overgrown. And it's sitting on the corner of this device on the floor. I don't necessarily mean device in the mechanical sense, but it is a symbol, which is sometimes called a device. At least some symbols are devices, maybe not all. So we got a little crack in the wall there. One might be able to squeeze through. Ah, but look at this. Remember where I commented on those yellow flowers previously? Uh-huh. He's got the thing. Now, before I take the thing, I am curious. That appears to be another Yeah, okay, so I put it in there and the ladder will go down. What about this crack in the wall? Oh, and over on this side we've got a sword, or a rather long dagger. So it seems the library has sections. And how about this globe? May I borrow your France, perchance? No? Thanks anyway. Get in there, goofball. I was right to check this out. Unmasked evil. Alright, I got a thing.
Bull worship is common throughout history. For Christians, this can be seen in Exodus when the Israelites turned to worship a golden calf in Moses' absence. This passage shows the people falling back to the worship witnessed in Egypt, known as the Hapis bull. Another famous example is the Minoans on the island of Crete. Their worship of the bull gave rise to the myth of the Minotaurus, the half-man, half-bull monster that reigned the labyrinth. But for this particular case, I think I should tell you about the deity Astarte that brought the Taurus constellation to life to attack Gilgamesh. Even for a mythical hero, this celestial bull would prove difficult to defeat. Only by distracting the bull with a golden sail was Gilgamesh able to pierce an eye with the spear, which bled the bull to death.
And remember, the name of the occult society that previously occupied the mansion was also Astarte. Is that all we got in here? Looks like. Alright, let's go grab that key and see what unpleasantness that triggers. Those are some noisy-ass vines. And they made weird, squeaky, rubbery noises, too. If I had to guess, this is going to be where the Dark Man shows up. The Key of Hubertus. I'm not supposed to be paying attention to him. Apparently, just looking at him is harmful. Why don't you have a drink, detective? So if I just don't look at him, am I okay? Or do I also need to be paying attention to where he is? I think this is alright. Man, this is all just totally pegging the sound meter. I hope it isn't ruined in editing. You know, it's too bad looking at the Dark Man hurts me because he looks pretty cool, actually. Yeah, that's a very unpleasant noise, and I would like for it to be over soon. And it looks like his path might just be scripted. So I assume I'll have to deal with him once more here. There he is. Oh, he's not even after me. He's just, like, wandering around looking at the books. Oh, okay. So, can't let him touch me. Also, I'm all out of time. So come back and see me again next time, and we will have another encounter with the Dark Man. Talk to you soon.